This is the home of Marge Helsman. She, like many Canadians, lives in a rural community. Unlike many Canadians, however, Marge lives in Ormsby, Ontario. Never heard of it? Well, you're probably not alone. Ormsby is home to some 20 people. That's 8,000 times smaller than Sudbury, 43,000 times smaller than Ottawa, and 125,000 times smaller than Toronto. With a population like that, you can bet there isn't a Starbucks in every corner like Toronto. And just unlike Toronto, you can bet there isn't a hospital within a 15-minute drive of you in every direction. Now, Marge is diagnosed with hypertension, asthma, and had previously suffered a heart attack in early 2011. As a result, Marge must travel to her cardiologist, Dr. J. Parker, hey doctor, 87 kilometers away. On a good day, it takes approximately 2 hours driving there and then 2 hours driving back, and she makes this trip about once a month on average. Not easy for someone living alone at the ripe age of 58. The nearest hospital to Marge is in Cloyne, 107 kilometers away. If Marge were to have another heart attack, it would take an ambulance traveling at 80 kilometers per hour, approximately 1 hour and 34 minutes to get to Marge, then that same amount of time driving her back. If Marge were to call her nearest neighbor Bob, hey Bob, to take her to the hospital, it would take him approximately 2 hours and 18 minutes, traveling at 60 kilometers per hour. Add in another 20 minutes if the conditions are bad, or 10 minutes for a moose crossing the road, and you have a 2 hour and 48-minute trip. Marge isn't doing so hot after 2 hours and 48 minutes of having a heart attack. Now, Marge has been prescribed a bronchodilator for her asthma. Let's say it's allergy season and Marge is prone to asthma attacks. Once its 60 uses are used up, she needs to take a trip to the pharmacy, 27 kilometers away. If she doesn't plan her refills well enough in advance, you can bet it won't bode well for Marge. In the middle of an asthma attack, what's she to do? Bob certainly doesn't have a puffer handy. Now, Marge is fortunate enough to not be real. Unfortunately, though, there are 6.5 million Canadians living in rural areas just like Ormsby, Ontario, with some of these communities being even further from specialists or even general practitioners. In a country like Canada with universal health care, it's important to realize that this population of rural Canadians is at risk because of the inaccessibility of many healthcare services, which begs the question, how universal is our healthcare system really?